The West Bloomfield Library is getting ready for the local author fair. Readers of all ages are encouraged to drop by the library's meeting room and discover their next great read and get to know some of the writers of the area this Saturday, March 23rd. And here to tell us more about this great event coming here to West Bloomfield, we have Community Engagement Librarian with the West Bloomfield Township Library, Emily Tobin, joining us right now in The Splash. Emily, good morning.
Good morning, Jake. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Always love having you with us here on The Splash. Really interested in hearing about this year's author fair. What can you tell us about what we can expect?
So this is our second local author fair. We were very excited about last year's turnout. So we have 15 local authors coming this year. Last year we had 12, so we've invited three additional authors this year because it was very hard to choose. We had over 55 applicants from the greater West Bloomfield area and some from outside the city as well. So there's something for everybody. We tried to get a good selection of both adult and youth titles. There's some teen titles as well. So it will be in the meeting room this Sunday from 1 to 4. And we encourage people to come out and see authors in their community.
Interesting, a wide variety of authors for every type of reader that there is. And I'd imagine narrowing it down to 50, it sounds like even narrowing it down to 15 was a very tough process. What do you look for in terms of finding the authors that you like to showcase at these events?
So we do give priority to people that live in West Bloomfield and the surrounding area. And then, a general good mix of people, because we do want to get both the younger and the adult audiences, but things that, topics that will be relevant to people, topics that are going to engage a diverse audience. We do have some authors in our area that people may not know about that are best-selling authors. We have Jim Benton that lives in Bloomfield Hills. He will be joining us, and he has multiple youth and adult titles. And he's been a best-selling author for a while. He has a series called Catwad. He does a lot of graphic novels in youth, and he has a lot of adult graphic novels as well. And then we do have some returning authors, and I look for great quality. So this is a local author. She was with us last year. Her name is Carolyn Kerfoot, and she has a series of early readers, and her artwork is all hand drawn, and it looks very, very much like it was published by a professional publisher. So things that are very well done and that would appeal to everyone and that have a good storyline.
Awesome. Great to see some of those examples of what we can expect at the author fair. And what can attendees expect in terms of maybe some of the activities and interactions that they might have during this fair?
So all the authors will be present. I like this event because they actually get to engage with the person who's written the book and ask them questions about inspiration, where they got the idea for their book, how long they've been writing. For some of the authors, this is their first book. For some of the authors, they have multiple titles. They have the opportunity to have the author autograph their work and to just see the amount of talent that is in the community, and to really give them kudos for the work that they're doing.
For those just joining us right now on The Splash, we have Community Engagement Librarian Emily Tobin from the West Bloomfield Township Public Library joining us right now on The Splash to talk about the library's upcoming local author fair that's going to be taking place on Saturday, March 23rd. And you said that this is the second author fair that's taking place. You had one last year, pertaining to some of the returning authors. What have they said about what this author fair provided to them?
So it's hard to get your work out there. It's hard to get noticed by publishers, and sometimes I think it's a thankless task. So it's an opportunity for them to see people on a larger scale. It's a bigger venue for them. It's for people that aren't for people that aren't in this community, we do have some people that are coming from Detroit or some of the the Farmington community to be able to come in front of our audience. It gets them more a diverse reader, so that's a benefit, and it gets their name out there. So as authors share other authors on their social media page, they get more publicity that way. So it's free marketing and a way to get their name out there.
That's absolutely right. Always a great opportunity to provide these authors with a chance to get to know the community and get to know some of those future readers. And the library does so many things to support these authors. How does the library support local authors in events beyond the author fair?
So we do try to gather titles from the authors to put them in to our collection. That's how I have some from last year. And then we also try to support by partnering with Schuler Books down the street in West Bloomfield to let local authors know that they have a way to actually publish their items. Schuler also has a local author section. It's hard to get started after you've done the creative process of writing a book. Hard to wrap your head around getting it published when not everybody can afford an agent or an editor. And they do have a service where they'll publish your work for you to kind of get you started. So that's a nice service that not everybody knows about, so we can help them in that way.
Awesome. Always love hearing about these great resources to help these authors. And with the author fair coming back this year, after it was here last year, what have some of the residents and local community members had to say about this event and what it's meant to them?
I think that they're very excited to see authors again. We have somebody in our community that will be there. You may know Gina Gregory. She's part of the Historical Society. She's going to be part of our author fair this year, and I think that it's great to see somebody that is in our community and that presents on a greater scale in our building. She does a lot of lectures and presentations, but she will be there, talking about her work and the books that she has published and the research she has done. So I think it's a different opportunity for community members to see her in a different light. But I think the community members will be excited to see people that they don't realize. I see a lot of patrons in the building, and I don't realize until they submit an application that they have a book published. And I think that that's very exciting.
That's right. You always learn more about these people you see every single day coming by the library. You realize that maybe some of their books are in the library and you had no idea. So that's always really fun to see. Emily, I can't wait for this event. I have one more quick question for you before we let you go. How can the community further support local authors and the library's literary initiatives?
So I think this event is a good start. So to come out, even if it's just choosing one author to talk to engage. If you can't afford to support them by buying a book, to commit to maybe sharing this event on your own social media or putting out their name, that you saw them, that you were excited about them, to get them some good press, some good marketing, good feedback, and then to share the library's events on social media, to share the library's initiatives, to participate in summer reading, and share all the good work that the library is doing.
Well, all great things, and can't wait to see what's to come this weekend. Emily, thank you so much for joining us today here on The Splash Live.
Absolutely. Have a great day.